There are a lot of options for customization in Project Remix, with a wide selection of abilities for a wide selection of playstyles. Some are cool, some are consistent, and others are a little niche. And then there's this weirdo, and I love this little weirdo. And recently I saw online that people were voicing their very critical opinions on this ability. To give you a quick rundown on how it works, it's the game's gambling ability. Every time you use it, you get a random status effect in its list, and they can be good or bad. Most times you'll be pulling out common cards, most of them being pretty safe and giving mildly powerful effects. But sometimes, like a true gambler, you get a legendary card. And legendary cards go either two ways. You either get a good card and mercilessly slaughter everything in your path, or you're screwed. I think people are overhating and misunderstanding this ability. I personally love it and use it pretty often. I think what people don't get is that it's a gambling ability. People have complained about its consistency. What do you mean? Complaining about consistency in 12 Arcana is like going to a steakhouse and complaining there's no good vegan options, if any at all. Unless there are good vegan options at steakhouses. What were you expecting? This is the gambling ability. When you pick up 12 Arcana, you check a box that states, I understand this requires RNG. The whole point of Arcana isn't consistency, it's potential
No
and
way
clip
the giant
farming.
pine cone is actually in stock. If it's in stock, I'll lick my toe, bro.
Arcana could give you exactly what you need at the time, but you're gonna have to trust your luck with it. And what really infuriates me is the fact that none of these people even use it properly, throwing themselves into combat with dog water loadout synergy and expecting to do something. If you want to use this ability effectively, you need to pay attention to how it works, such as the draw time. This thing has a draw time. You need to hover over a fight at just enough distance to easily hop in combat, but also be at enough to distance to easily run away. If you got a good card, get in there. If not, get the heck out. If you want to use it again while in combat, pay very close attention to your surroundings to make sure it's safe. This draw time disables using your weapon, so be cautious about it. And on the topic of using it, you don't have to use it twice. One buff is enough, and only a true gambler would do the risky strategy of trying to get another buff. This is because, as I said before, the buffs can be good or bad. Every common card is safe except for the Magician card, which teleports you to a random enemy. I've had a lot of cases where it teleported me into safety, onto the freest kill I've ever seen in my life, and just as many cases where it killed me. This card could go any way and anywhere, so when you see it, be prepared for the worst. Other than that, there's no noteworthy common cards, so let's move on to the good stuff, the legendaries. Yeah! Justice will give you a massive damage increase or decrease depending on your place in the top or bottom of the leaderboard, or absolutely nothing if you're in the middle. Fool makes you much smaller and practically harmless, so just gun it to safety and don't look back. Temperance makes you fall asleep. Lover makes you turn your camera towards an enemy with no control. And Death just kills you. Now moving on to builds and synergies that work with this ability. So this is gonna be like a bit exhaustive and just me listing stuff out, so just bear with me here. I'd recommend to get a mobility ability or any form of mobility whatsoever to make a getaway in case of a bad card, or to just get to fights faster when you have a good card. It's also recommended to use close range weapons due to the teleport card, the Magician. So in case you teleport to somewhere where you don't want to be, at the very least you'd have a fighting chance with a close range weapon compared to a long range weapon. Epic Sauce's M2 deals self-damage, which negates Tranquilize, and is also a close-range weapon. The Susceptible perk increases the length of all status effects except for Fairy Flight and Enlarge, but note that this means that bad legendary cards will last twice as long. The Ghostwalker perk will save you from the Death card, I think. You should use a mobility ability if you don't have mobility already, but if you do, any ability is fine. Note that the Moon card lowers ability cooldowns by like 50%, so something like Minos, whose cooldown doesn't start until the ability ends, or Hop with a very low cooldown isn't recommended. And now we're at the end of the video. Yay! So I started a lot more. Uh, I don't really have anything else to read off of, so I'm just gonna go as I go here. Okay? So, here are my final thoughts. 12 Arcana, I love it. I love it a lot. Is it practical? Not really. It can be practical. Usually it helps you. But every other time, it's not gonna help you. So if you want consistency, just get another ability. But if you want to have fun, if you are a true casual gamer, a true gambler, one who believes in the heart of the cards or whatever that guy says, get this ability. I highly recommend it because it's fun. Okay, it's really really fun. Anything could happen when you pull out that card. Anything, and I find that fun. I find that good to play with. Okay, and it really sucks to see that people are saying that is impractical or just use another ability. Because, yeah, if you want to be good at the game, maybe use another ability. But sometimes, maybe just playing the game casually is enough, you know? You don't have to take it super duper seriously every round. Every once in a while, just lay back, relax, play something good, something that you have fun with, not necessarily what your team needs or whatever. This is just, Project Remix is supposed to be a sandbox game where you get to mess around and do whatever you want with any build whatsoever and just see what happens. And it sucks that people are making like whole like metas and doing all sorts of cool trick flips, techs, whatever to maximize their efficiency. And yeah, that is fun. I tried it and it's very, very fun. But I feel like the game's casual player base is being overlooked, is being ignored and not taken care of. The owner of the game, Homemade Meal, I say, is a very much a casual player. And even though he's on hiatus now, I don't think, I do, because I'm a gambler. Yes, I am.